1 minute.
Hello.
Hello?
Man, that really blows my ears away when it goes through my headphones.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you're once again with the legend Coyote and myself, Drew Nicholas, on DNTV and a 5 broadcast. How you doing? It is late this time. It is 7:09 in the afternoon on a Tuesday, and we have got amazing intro for you guys. We got a special guest in the background. It says on the top, we have got a lovely special guest. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, it has been absolutely crazy over these past few days, isn't it, Coyote?
Yes. Answer me this. Why are you English folks always in such a hurry? It's only 1 o'clock here. Y'all already 7. God.
That's nothing to your own nose. You never know what we could do. But I can't answer that question, seriously.
What's for tea, darling?
So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have got a special friend in here today. A really close friend to me and the team of Red Rejects, the 5 broadcast, by on Dimension and also on DNTV. Guys, you notice what's going on, have you not? Or have you? Well, may as well to tell you, Sean Kim was on yesterday. He was a movie actor from Karate Kid 3 and now also Cobra Kai, the book. So make sure you follow guys' book for tomorrow because he's like a super legend. We also have got some good news. The website is now being presented. We have officially got a website for DNTV. If you want to check it out, it's www.dntv.co.uk. Make sure you follow it and check it all out. It's got some interesting stuff on there. And make sure you keep an eye out for a magazine because you could win a massive competition with giveaways, a lot more giveaways, free gifts, bag, a t-shirt, could be a mug, it could be anything, it can even be a voucher. Don't forget, guys, we got a lot going on for DNTV this whole past few months. It's been absolutely freaking crazy. But in the background, Coyote's looking forward. Let's hear what Coyote, before we bring him on, he's so excited he can't sit still.
That's funny. He just messaged me and said that he left. So, no, I'm kidding. Oh, by the way, hi, Sam. I seen you said hi to me, so I'm say hi back.
Hey, Gemma Bradfield. Hey, hey, Tony. Hey, Mods. And hey to everyone else in the guests. So, have you got anything to update with for your page on the 5 broadcast quickly before we bring these guys on?
Yes, actually, I do. I just interviewed Terry Crozier from NSPS. So their channel is NSPS TV. We had a little talk about the evidence that we caught at a investigation at the jail and museum in Lockhart, Texas, the barbecue capital of Texas. And we have decided that we're going to try to get a subscriber kind of giveaway going. So if we get 1,000 subscribers, we're going to put your name in a hat, and you will, it's granted it's used, but you will get a camera to use on your investigations. And we hit the 2,000 subscriber mark. This is going to come out of my pocket, but we're trying to set up a couple of investigations here in Texas with Mustafa and Daryl and all those guys. One of them may be, we don't know yet, but maybe at the USS Lexington aircraft carrier and located in beautiful Corpus Christi, Texas. And the other one is at the Carver Haunted High School in Lockhart, Texas. So if we get to book either one of those, the 2,000 subscriber mark, we're going to give away a chance for 2 people to get to go to the investigation and meet Mustafa and get the autographs and all that good stuff. So that's going to be on my dime.
I ain't gonna meet him. He's too grumpy. He might not like the English anymore.
Mustafa's a sweetheart. Daryl's the one that looks like he's grumpy, but he's the jokester out of everyone. So.
I can tell Daryl's a massive joker. But shall we introduce these lovely guys on? So
go for it.
Where did he go? Where did he go? There's a little one on here which I knew, but I was coming on. Roman. Oh, Roman, come back, buddy. We're waiting for you. So anyway, guys. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Michael from Malta Paranormal Investigators, all the way from Malta. Now we call him the zombie ghost investigator. Interesting. And on tonight as well, we have got Roman all the way from Malta Paranormal Investigation 2, which is the team members, 2 team members on the show. And he is the Night Vampire Paranormal Investigation, the only team in Malta, to investigate the whole Malta and underwater as well. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you, Michael and Roman from Malta. Hiya,
hey,
fellas.
Everybody. Hey, guys.
What's up?
Roman. Roman
I
seems
think
to be
he's
frozen.
crashed.
So we have a vampire and a zombie on here.
Yes, we do.
After you watch our show, you will be a zombie. Poor Roman, he keeps freezing on us.
Yeah, his internet is quite bad.
Or he's just so bored
Nah, he's left. He's crashed at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. So I do apologize about that. Technical difficulties on his side, so he will come back. Is he back? He's back. Hey, Roman, you're right, buddy.
Hi, good evening, guys. How are you?
Hello.
Hi,
I'm
Hey,
good.
Roman.
I'm good.
I'm Michael.
Hey, Roman.
Nice to see your smiling face again.
Thank you.
And some
Have
facial
you two
hair.
bumped in? Have you two bumped into each other today? By the look of it.
No, we
No.
haven't. No. I'm just noticing Michael's hair under his nose. That's
So
quite impressive.
we had Michael underneath. Michael told me I could say this, and then Michael. I like to get permission when I do stuff like this because I think it's really cool and nice. Michael is changing from a female to a male, and I think that's a brave thing, especially brave thing and good decisions. And I think that's really proud. You should be proud of yourself there. I'm proud of you, man. If that's how it is, I'm proud of you. And no matter what the situations, I like to support that in all times. And that is called LGBTQ. So that was really fast. So how do you feel about that being pronounced on live air? What do you want to say to people?
I want to say to people is don't be yourself. Just don't hide yourself like I did for a long time. If you got the courage, just do it and go out there. Don't keep it inside. Like I kept it inside for 10.5 years. And I've only come out for like 2 years to the public. And I've been 7 months transitioning now. So it's amazing.
Have you found everything new? Have you had like different hormone sets? Is it kind of weird? Is it cool?
It's cool. According to my fiance, basically I have mood swings, but I don't see it.
Oh, you get the grumpy man style, like we all do. All 3 of us experience that as well. It's horrible, but
I'm an angel. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bull crap.
I'm an angel.
Roman, what do you like? Do you get the grumpy side of it as well?
Actually, I've known Michael now for about 6 months as a male, and for me, he's just Michael. What he's been before is absolutely and totally irrelevant. Is what he is now and what he's going to be in the future.
I totally agree with that. 100% totally agree with that. It is most important. Doesn't matter what it is, just see what it is in the future. And I'm proud of you, man.
As long as that's a good human being, that's all that matters.
Yes.
Just be a good human being.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I am.
Oh, he's amazing. Michael's amazing, guys. So, Michael, you are the zombie. How does this work in the paranormal field? Tell everyone about your experience as a paranormal investigator become a zombie. How did it work?
So basically, I've always had the gift, but I didn't know how to use it. I was always scared of it. As Roman knows me at the start, I used to scream like a little girl.
I've been there.
But now I'm like getting more confident, and he's teaching me how to use my medium skills to the world. So like to help others, basically.
Okay.
And it's amazing. It's amazing.
Okay.
And yes, Tila, I did get your nan through. The only person that did get your nan through, because she typed it in the comments.
Okay, so she had a card reading she had a reading from you. She didn't have a card reading. She had a normal reading from you, and she's confirming you did get her nan's name and everything through what she needed through. I think that was amazing that night because only rare people got Tila, because Tila's very secretive, very in herself and at the coyote. As you know, Tila, she's a sensitive girl, but she keeps herself personally to herself because that's the way she is. You had it massively spot on with Tila, and no one knew about her nan properly. The day you told her, you gave out the full correct description. That was a good training, Roman. He's a good helper and teacher to help you forward on as a spiritualist. How long have you known Roman for, and do you do this quite often?
Approximately maybe 2 months now, Roman, approximately.
Okay. And is he brilliant for you then? Is he like...
Yeah, he's like my dad. I call him my dad, so...
Oh, bless. Roman, what about you, mate? How do you feel about this talk right now and like how he's doing?
Well, Michael has an amazing ability, an absolutely incredible ability, which needs to be honed in the right direction. When we go on the ghost hunts, it seems like all the spirits are attracted to Michael from every direction. So he's got to learn to be able to control that. He's got to learn to be able to deal with all the interest that spirit has in Michael. But the energy he brings is amazing. Some of the table tipping that we do is just incredible. Where we were doing an Ouija board. We had a session with an Ouija board. The planchette was moving, the board was moving, and the table was moving.
Yeah,
it was just when I say the table was moving, it was dancing. It was moving around the room, and we still had the planchette, the board on top of the table. It was just incredible.
Yeah, and the EMF at the same time was going too.
Yeah, and the EMF was going mad. And so, I've table tipped for quite a few years, but compared to the activity we get here, it's just incredible. And Michael will be a leader for trans people worldwide. There's absolutely no doubt. And coming on shows like this will help him hugely. I've also introduced him to Rebecca Sawyer. I don't know if you know Rebecca from the UK.
I have heard the name.
She is absolutely incredible. And if Rebecca can work with Michael as well as myself, Michael will be a beacon.
Oh, wow. 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 That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
Coyote.
yeah, I was gonna say y'all had some table tipping, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, that happens to me when I've had too much to drink.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I know that feeling when I used to go clubbing.
Yeah, you're a medium and Drew's a large. I knew I'd make you laugh.
It took him a while to learn that education. It took him a while to learn that education. He understands what a large is and a medium is.
Hey guys, hi Susan.
So when you're communicating in the mediumship, do you have like certain telltale signs? Because I know a friend of ours, she belches a lot when she's communicating with spirits, and like my wife her hair will almost like stand up, like static electricity. Now I don't see or really speak to spirits, but I know when some are around because I have one ear.
You do on a Saturday night.
Yeah, on a Saturday night, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's true. You do speak to spirit on Saturday night.
Cheers.
What I get is I start staring. I randomly stare in a place, and Roman's like, Michael,
Come into the now.
Yeah. And I because of my ADHD, it's a habit when I hear a sound and I know it's spirit, and I'm like, it's there. No, it's there now. You know, and
It's
Roman's
moving
like,
around.
don't spoil it for us. Let us know where it is. But I love it. I love my gift.
You can see there, guys, the energy that he brings,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't stop.
It doesn't.
Stop.
It doesn't.
And I don't
It
want
won't
it
stop.
to either. No, I don't want it to
It
either.
won't stop. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. ADHDs are very, very important people, I think, because they keep people alive. They keep people going with a stronger energy. And I can simplify with this because we make people happy. All right, one minute we get very hype or low, but the really interesting, I think, Michael, do you agree with all this? What I'm saying? It's
Yeah, I do.
that positive energy we give, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. And it's the way we know how to make a person laugh. We don't know how to be serious. Like when we're serious, we always have to crack a bloody joke, you know?
I've done that a few times, massively. It's
Serious is boring.
It's a pain, but sometimes we do have downers. We do have downers. There's nothing like human to have downers.
Yeah.
But the ADHD can freakulate. It's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible. But there's not much we can do about it. But I find it really good for the paranormal field because us ADHD is a lining gifting for investigating. Because do you believe your ADHD do actually track spirits and they feed off it to help them connect?
I do. And I think Roman agrees with it.
I absolutely agree with that, guys, definitely.
Yeah, the problem is with Drew's ADHD, you don't know if he's having a conversation with himself or a spirit. So
I know that feeling.
That was interesting. I had a conversation last night with a spirit. I didn't know which way to go, so I called for Kyle. So I went to this, Kyle, what are you doing today? Because that spirit's trying to annoy me. But it's nice to speak to spirits by yourself, though, Kyle. It's nice. It really is.
Yes. Sometimes it's heartwarming, like feeling a spirit's energy around you. And it makes me cry sometimes to the point that I don't know why I'm crying. And I'm like, I'll try help you, but I don't know how I can help you still. But I'll do it. You know, such an amazing. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading a comment in the comments from
Coyote,
Sam.
that's your job. This is your job, Coyote.
I'm trying. Hold on.
Michael,
It's so
Michael,
small.
Yeah.
do you want to tell people about your experiences with your daughter?
Yeah,
Oh,
so me and my fiance had a miscarriage at 6 months pregnancy, unfortunately. And basically, my daughter's, I never had the opportunity to communicate with her before I met Roman. I always wanted to talk to her, but I couldn't. And when Roman met me, first thing he goes is, "Who's the girl in the white dress dancing?" And I'm like, "Huh?" You know, because I know her as a baby, and I didn't know at that time that spirits grow in age. And my daughter takes the age of an 8-year-old, basically, and she comes through by moving tables, lighting lights on the EMF. She loves talking, you know. She's full of energy. She's so energetic, more than me, you know. And I love it, like the emotion I get to actually speak to my own child that is no longer with me, that I never met. So
What's she like on the Ouija board, Michael?
I think she would have had ADHD like me.
Yeah. And who's the favourite? Who does she love?
Me.
And who
Me.
does she love?
Who she hates is Roman. She
Oh,
always goes any type of device or tool that we use. It goes to no. Do you like Roman? No. Do you think Roman's a grandpa? No.
she teases me. She teases me. She'll go to the rest of the team and say she loves them. She likes them. And then I'll say, you know, do you love me, Mia? And straight to no. Straight. I mean, she's teasing because obviously she does love me, but she's never said it outright. She always says no. And even before I ask the question, she's reading my mind and saying no.
Yeah.
Such amazing gift to have, to be able to see and hear spirits. I love to speak to the both of my children in spirit, and that's Samantha Sam Wilmore. She's a good follower on DNTV, the 5 broadcasts, and all the other channels we got on here tonight. Hi everyone. Gemma Mod as well. So people are saying hi. Now the interested is, when you have connection with your daughter, does she gives you any certain ways of hints, like she wants to give a hint if she needs to or something, even without the table tipping or Ouija board? Does she do something around the house?
Not around the house. She does to give me a hint that she's with me all the time. She removes my shoelace. I'm at work, sitting down on my desk, no movement from my feet, and my both shoelaces are untied, and I double knot them so I don't slip because of my ADHD. It's a habit. So I find them untied every time I get up to go to the bathroom or go to my break, and they're like, I know I was sitting down for 4 hours straight, didn't move my legs, didn't touch my shoes. It's me. And it's amazing, like any type of shoelaces, my shoelaces are always undone. I'll be walking and they're suddenly undone, and I'm like, you're gonna make daddy fall one day. And I just get like her voice, like laughing, you know, like a child would do, like when she does that, and I say that to her.
One of these days, I'm just gonna tie them together, so you're just gonna trip over when you get up.
I do apologize, but the energy is so strong. I'm getting a bit distracted, and it's okay. So I'm just letting you know the energy is getting a bit strong. So it's okay though. So
Yes.
your energy is perfect. I'm just getting a bit distracted, but it's all right. Now, my head has gone all over the place.
Hey, Drew, concentrate.
Yeah.
So, Michael, do you do like remote readings? So, say like if something was going on here, you could do
Yeah, last time I was talking to Drew with Rumwin and the whole team. Like, I was actually kind of tipsy too that night, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Hey, who's the old lady?" I talked to Drew, and he was like, "Wait, I need to get my wife. Like, she knows the person." And I was like, "But what's this name that's coming through right now? I have this name. Do you know who this person?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep going." He goes, "Keep going." And I get her
The
from
more,
top
the
to
more we
bottom.
push you, isn't it? It's the more we
Yeah,
push you, the more we can get the confirming. And I think that's
yeah,
the best way to do it. Is say, yeah, yeah, and then boom, you got that, and you absolutely ripped that reading. But whenever you work with spirit, do you ever feel
yeah,
like in a moment where you just want to sit there and take a moment and just listen to the full story, what they want to say?
yeah.
Like, yeah, understandable. Roman, how did you actually taught him? What did you do to the guy?
Michael's very intuitive. If you think about what he's been through life-wise, as a child, growing up, and seeing all these changes that he wants to introduce to himself, and having the difficulty of having to live with that for so long, communicating with spirit or spirit communicating with him is easy. It's comfortable. Spirit
Yeah.
loves being around him. So just a little bit of guidance here and there, trying to allow his ADHD to come through, but not
Yeah.
to a degree that it overtakes spirit.
That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
allow spirit to come through to communicate with him, and then to spread that to us.
And at the start too, I was actually afraid of using the Ouija board, because in my country, it's a disgrace if you use anything that's for us. It's unholy because my country is pretty religious. So a Ouija board is, according to our people here, like, if you use a Ouija board, you're talking to Satan, you know. And all that comes through is my grandma, my grandpa, my cousin, and my daughter. And the only hard thing I have is I can't speak to the people that passed away from my family. And the only way I can do it is through Roman and the Ouija board. And I was amazed the first time I actually put fingers on it. I was like, please don't be anything evil. Please don't take over my body. Please leave me be. And then it was just like my daughter coming through. And I was like, wow. And now I don't want to stop using the Ouija board.
That can get addicting too, so be careful.
Yeah. No, I only do it with Roman.
Yeah, so if it's so religious over there, do you find it difficult to do what y'all do? Like because I know a lot of the religious folks here in the United States, they say if you go ghost hunting, that's evil, you're messing with spirits and things like that. So I can just imagine what it'd be like over there. I don't know. I'm not from there, so just a genuine question.
Let me tell you, 10 years ago, it was very, very difficult. With the advent of social media, Facebook and so on, and all the paranormal programs that have appeared over the past 15 years, it has become a lot more open. It is still, it's not as closed as it was. So
sorry, that's my little brother.
I actually had one of the TV stations videoed one of my ghost hunts, and he aired it on Malta-DNTV. So previously it was very difficult, but now it's becoming a lot more acceptable.
Okay. Yeah, things have changed quite a bit over the years. So.
I'm just going to change room really quick because my brother's here and he's annoying.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize as well on my behalf. I have to mute my camera video because I had a bit of disturbance in the background. I have to ask my wife to close the door. So, family, you know, they're going to make noises in one way or the other. Um, so it's really interesting about like the Ouija board situation and with for religion and how it works. It's really interesting in Malta. I never been to Malta, but my dad's from Malta, so something for me to learn down there when I come and see you, Roman. It's something for me to learn when I'm down there. Is understanding what they can do as paranormal and what they can't do.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in reality, it's not any different to the UK. It's just that there are more people here who are closer to God than in most other countries.
Let's understand it.
So, and as you see, there's a cross there. You know, there's the picture of the Virgin Mary, the Blessed Virgin Mary, when you went to most villages, and you see her everywhere. So they are deeply religious, or they were. But again, that is becoming less of an issue for paranormal investigators. Having said that, I'm the only organisation, the only ghost hunting organisation in Malta that has a medium.
Okay, that's cool.
So it's an open. It's totally open for ghost hunting because nobody else does it.
Can I ask you a question, Roman?
Yes.
That's okay. So the interesting of your paranormal team is planning to do water diving. Now, this is going to be interesting. Paranormal underwater. Is Michael going to be taking part in this as well? Or is he yourself at the moment? See how it goes. What is the future plan for this thing? Because I think people should hear about it.
Yeah, well, at the moment, both myself and Lisa, one of the team members here, we're both training to dive. In fact, I've got another dive this week, so that we will be able to go underwater with 2 professional divers who will be part of the team. And then what we will do is take scuba divers to wrecks, haunted wrecks around Malta. Now, as far as I'm aware, there are no underwater ghost hunting groups anywhere in the world that uses a medium. Now, I know in America they've had 1 or 2 programs about underwater ghost hunting. I remember watching one program for 20 minutes, and there was 10 seconds of actually film underwater. So even though they're filming it, they don't seem to take it seriously. Now, Malta has got dozens and dozens of shipwrecks. A lot of them were sunk during the Second World War. But Malta, over the centuries, over the millennium, have been invaded by many, many countries where literally hundreds and hundreds of ships have been sunk off the coast of Malta, which means that there are thousands and thousands of people who have died underwater.
That's true, yeah.
And if I remember, investigating.
If I remember rightly, I think it was like, I can't remember all the histories. I don't know if it was in this area. You're not far from Italy and Spain, are you? To and from.
That's right, yeah. We're about 100 kilometres south of Sicily.
So if I remember rightly, when a battle or ships between Italy and Spain or one of the other countries, so you got all the major war history as well on that area from the 1800s, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been battles for Malta for centuries and centuries and centuries. You know, during the siege of Malta, 40,000 Ottomans were killed.
Oh.
There's 40,000 when they laid siege to Valletta, the capital of Malta, and the Knights of Malta held out. What they used to do, interestingly, was the Ottomans would behead the Knights of Malta and fire their heads from their cannons over to the Maltese side.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay, that's a bit of a gruesome side.
And of course,
Oh.
the knights did the same. So they were firing heads at each other. And there are literally hundreds of thousands of deaths in Malta in battle.
Yeah.
So we got all this history, and under the water, how are we going to use equipment? Like, are we going to use a sonic wave? Are we going to use something what a fisherman use? Have you discovered that area yet?
Okay. Did you watch Blue Planet? Blue Planet. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Underwater with some fantastic footage. Well, we use similar cameras. Yeah. Whales can communicate for hundreds of miles through the water. Water is the great conduit for communication. So any noises can be heard very easily. One of the issues you have to have is determine whether it's a boat passing or whether it's something which is not normal. That's why we've got the professional divers there who are experts in their field, and they will be able to tell us underwater whether any noises that we make are from a normal situation, like a boat. The difference is I will be able to tell them whether I can sense or feel spirit around a shipwreck because I'll be looking for it. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. It makes sense, yeah.
So, and of course, we have to consider that just like on land, when we go to a location that hasn't been investigated before, the spirits are quite keen to communicate. Well, it's the same underwater. The one issue which we have to consider is people's reaction if they see something paranormal underwater.
Do you think they're going to jump out to the water then? So with their actions?
They're going to have to be very good scuba divers. But what I'm going to do is the night before any dive, I'm going to take them on a ghost hunt, if they've not been on one before, on a place on land close to where the dive is going to be.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's amazing. Anything, Kyle, you want to ask any question?
That I don't know. I'm just intrigued with the story, actually. You know, and it's not so much that I think a lot of people don't take that seriously here. Is that, and I know we have a few shows that kind of exaggerate a lot of their findings and stuff, but the ones that I've seen that go diving and try to do paranormal stuff underwater, it's hard to prove evidence. Let's put it that way. And so they don't have anything to present. Yeah. It's kind of a gray area. Nobody's really, I guess, done it enough here to be able to say, oh, this is definitive evidence. You know what I mean?
Yes. Which is where I think my ability as a medium will help, in that I will be able, hopefully, be able to go to a shipwreck and sense where the spirits are, so we can have the cameras located in particular areas in the hope of picking something up which isn't normal, picking something paranormal up. So that gives me an edge. You can use an EMF, because I've seen it being used underwater, but in reality, it's what you see which is what counts.
Yeah,
it's what you see. And it'll be really interesting to see whether we become the first ghost hunting team, paranormal team, to prove evidence or some type of evidence of underwater spirits. We know there's UFOs and we know there's USOs. Well, there's no reason why there shouldn't be spirits underwater. None whatsoever.
So I got a question, yeah? Have you ever tried investigation underwater to try it out? So, like, have you already tried that experiment, self-train?
That's what we're in the process of doing now. There's a lot of training I have to do for the divers and for ourselves so that we communicate properly underwater, so that we communicate in a way that the other divers will understand. And we're working around that, so that's going to take a while to perfect it, if we ever perfect it. Because at the end of the day, we'll be doing that for the guests. So what we have to do is make it as clear and as simple as possible for the guests, because time is limited as well underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're limited by the depth we can go because of the time needed. We might be able to spend up to 40 minutes underwater. Now, if I was to say to you, let's go on a ghost hunt for 40 minutes on land, you wouldn't be very impressed. You're saying only 40 minutes, we want 4 hours or longer.
True.
We
Well,
don't
we've got
even know how long it will take usually. When we're in training, sometimes we think we're going to take 3 hours and it ends up being from 7 o'clock in the evening and end up 1 a.m. nearly. So we won't know where time flies with Spirit.
True. So you mentioned USOs. Just to throw this in there, pay attention to the news here in the United States after June 1st. We're supposed to have full disclosure on UFOs right then.
Yes,
That'll be awesome.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
It's going to be interesting.
I'm ready to go. I'm going to tell them to come get me. I'm ready to go. Get me off of this planet.
Absolutely. And Malta is a hotspot for UFOs.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There are so many cases of abduction. I interviewed a French lady who in Malta who has been abducted since she was a child, from when she was in France to now in Malta, where she's regularly abducted. And she's shown me marks on her body, triangular marks on various parts of her body, which are impossible to do yourself, like on her back. And this happens to her on a very regular basis. It's also started to happen to her son, which is a little disturbing for her. And you can go to some parts of Malta and just watch strange lights, unexplainable lights out in the ocean on the Mediterranean Sea on a very regular basis.
I think a lot of people sticks a lot of videos.
Excuse me, I'm trying to book a flight to Malta real quick.
Come on. Come on.
And I ain't coming back. It's one way.
The one-way ticket.
You're most welcome.
I'll tell you what we'll do, Coyote. You give me a flight for free to your country. I'll stay there, and you can come here and pay for it.
You
want to know something interesting?
Let's do it. What's
Want to
that?
know that I was born on the 4th of July, Independence Day.
Really?
The best movie ever, Independence Day, UFOs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm probably an alien, and I don't know.
Hey, I know I am. I do not belong here. Ask Drew. He'll tell you.
You know,
I'm not going to say any no comments. No comments.
that's not unusual to hear that. I've heard that
know.
many times before.
Actually, I could probably relate to ET. I'm trying to phone home. As soon as I get here, I'm ready to go.
Absolutely.
So the interesting story behind this, I know Roman for quite a while now, a little bit, not too long, but Roman is ex-army, ex-veteran.
Congrats.
He served for, was it Malta or the UK? Do you serve for UK?
In the UK.
In the UK, he's ex-veteran for the UK. And I got to know him. Now, Michael, I didn't get to know you, what you do. So tell everyone what you do while I was here at Paranormal Investigator, because everyone's got something doing on. So what do you do in your spare time before you come be a zombie at Paranormal Investigation?
So before my new job, I was a security guard.
Wow.
I did security for 6.5 years. And I like to sing. So my off time of work used to be going down to the karaoke bars and just grabbing a pint and just having fun, singing my heart out. My emotions, my stress was all through the songs I used to sing.
That's actually quite clever. Actually, music is a good tool, especially for spiritual as well side of it. But
Yeah.
when you sing, can you actually sing? Can you actually sing, Roman?
I think
It takes a little getting used to, and then when he hits the right tone, it's quite nice. It's quite mellow. And of course, his voice is changing now because of the treatments, and his voice has become a lot deeper.
Yeah.
And you're planning to do opera?
Yeah, and I think that's going to improve his singing.
I'm not going to do opera.
I think Roman's trying to tell you that you sound better the drunker he gets.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah, that's why he said it takes a while.
Yeah. Can you give us a song? Not right now though, because my family is about to sleep. But maybe next time though. But you can always see my Facebook. I've got 2 videos up of me singing. So
I'll be checking them out. So, very interesting for both of you. Why can't everyone find you guys? Because they just want to know.
Well, Michael, the tech guy, over to you, Michael.
So we've got a YouTube channel, which is the Malta Paranormal Investigators. On YouTube, fan us up. I'm uploading videos. When I get the videos, then I will upload them myself, edited them and post them. We've got 3 videos up till now. We're up to 94 views on 1 video already, so we're getting there. We got Instagram page, same name. Facebook page, same name. Promo the shirt. And I know Ramon wasn't. I know Ramon wasn't ready for that. I would be wearing the shirt. And if you want to hit us up privately, you can too. Just add me on Facebook, which is Drew. Maybe you can put it up. Or Michael.
I'll be putting up after the show. Because I had a small amount of time to get this StreamYard link ready. I was like, no, because we changed a few things. We kind of have to sort out the background of it because now DNTV is a magazine. We got magazine going. We kind of didn't. We have to change the background and we're trying to change the video link. So next time though, when I will go live, I'll try and link you up into it. But I will set a link on it after the show.
Let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna edit my name, and it will be so you can add me on. Save. So that's my name.
Brilliant. Michael,
easy.
French.
I try it. I dare you to try saying my surname.
Michael French Conetti.
Michael French Connection. What does that say? No, I'm sorry.
Not
Michael
even
French.
close.
Fennec Conti.
Yeah, you're close. You were closer. But Drew, 100 miles.
Hey. I can't speak other fluent language yet, except for Welsh and a little bit of your Maltese language at the moment. Only a tiny bit. And Spanish. Tiny bit of Spanish.
What do you know in our language? That's interesting.
You probably don't want to know.
You don't want to know. It could be naughty stuff. I'm not going to say on the live there.
Everybody learns the dirty words first.
I always learn the dirty words. No,
Who doesn't?
Exactly.
Same with me with English. So.
Nah. I learned something from you. Honest God, I learned something from you, but I've forgotten it, obviously, because I'm not learning it every day. If I was in your country, I'll learn it every day. But I have learned something from you. So,
good.
And if I can get that recording back up, I can copy it. Because I don't speak your language every day, I ain't going to get the hook on it, am I? So, that's me being honest to everyone. But I can understand it a little bit. So, it's interesting me. How do you feel, Roman?
Yeah, good. I just feel a lot of energy behind me. I don't know if you've noticed, but the lights has been flashing on and off behind. It actually doesn't flash behind. It doesn't change in brightness behind me. It only seems to happen on screen. So I don't know. I just accept that that's just not normal. But I feel the sense quite a bit behind me at the moment.
Yeah.
So does this happen? Does this always constantly happen at Roman's house? Stuff will start flickering, but doesn't look flickering, but it happens with a lot of spirit energy.
And me as well, in my room especially. I still got the baby crib of my daughter. So the mobile that we have on top, it just spins out of nowhere. And I have no fans on, my windows closed, no air. It's not doing it now, but if it was, I would have showed you.
Yeah. But it's not on its own, is it? That's Mia. That's your daughter. Yeah.
Mia does it. And I have a toy monkey that plays a lot alone, which Mia does. She prefers my toy than Roman's toy, of course.
Yeah.
Because Roman bought her a toy, and I told him, that's not easy to push. And he's like, no, Spirit can do it. And I'm like, mm-hmm.
So the question I'm going to ask you, I'm going to come back to you, Michael, so I'm going to go back to Roman.
Yeah.
Roman, why do they call you the vampire in Malta?
Okay. I am like vampires. You know, vampires can't be exposed to the sun because the UV light burns them. Well, that's what happens to me. I am allergic to ultraviolet UVB. So if I'm exposed to the sun, I burn. My face swells. My eyes close. They become very painful, and I get a rash all over my body. And it ages me anything up to 10, 15 years, maybe 20 years older. I mean, it makes me look sometimes 40 years old. You know, it makes me look 10 to 40 years old. Because obviously I only look 20 now. But that's why they call me the vampire. And I'm not sure if it was Michael that coined that phrase, the vampire. So as far as I'm aware, I'm the only vampire medium or vampire ghost hunter medium in the world.
Wow.
I wish something made me look 40.
Yeah. So that's why I'm called a vampire.
Roman looks so dark. Can't see him.
Is that Donna? Yeah. Oh, bless you, Donna.
Yeah.
I'll put another light on. I do have a lot of lights around me. I think it's just Spirit doesn't like to show my face. Roman, my lights are doing it again, Linda. Okay, let's see what I can do. Ooh.
So we've done a live a couple of days ago before we had Chunkin on, and the spirits come into Linda's room, and actually the LED lights. And we asked them to come forward and speak. And next month we finished that because she wanted to stop it, so we did. As we were doing it, get rid of them, Spirit just kept doing it. They blew all the lights in their room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Literally, all of it at once. It was crazy. It's touch-on light, actual light, side lamps. It turned all the lights off. It was crazy. It blew.
Yeah, whenever I do my interviews, because I do a lot of different subjects besides paranormal, nothing happens. As soon as I do a paranormal one, something always happens. Every time.
It's weird, isn't it? It's like it's something that just trying to.
Normally it happens
when you talk about it. Yeah.
I don't know.
I've got all the lights on in my room now. I don't know if that's any better.
That's better, Roman. I still can see you.
See a little better.
Okay, good.
We need to get you some brighter lights.
Somebody wrote, Kyle, please turn all your lights off. Hey, wait, what? Oh, that was my wife. What are you talking about?
So we're coming slowly to the end of this show. How did you guys love it? Tell any stories out there, guys. I think the audience absolutely loved these stories.
It's amazing. I want to be on here again.
I would love to have you both on
That's a
again. I'd
first.
love to have the whole team.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
first.
That'll be
Somebody wants to
interesting.
be back on.
Yeah, we can arrange that, Drew. Get the whole team on.
Thank you, Roman. Thank you. So
We do meet on a regular basis here.
Yeah.
you do meet a lot quite at home. So, guys, it's interesting how from a different country can still have fun in paranormal, how they do the investigation, even underwater. That's going to be interesting. As a paranormal investigator, as a medium, it's all an interesting experience and having fun. How you work or what way you do it, it's just having fun. Remember, paranormal's never that scary if you put your mind into it. If you do, then that's you making fear to yourself and accepting it. So it's coming to the end of the show slowly. And, well, there's not much I got to say, but
It was
Roman,
over an hour ago. What are you talking about?
shut up, you. So, Roman and Michael, what do you want to say for the last chance of everyone listening to the show?
That maybe if anyone wants me to help them, and I can try help them like I did do a reading out of nowhere. I can try. I'm trying to learn how to do it. So it'd be amazing to have the experience with other people.
And for me, guys, come over to Malta, like Coyote said, and Drew. Come over to Malta. It's an amazing, beautiful island. The history, it's steeped in history and culture. And there are so many parts of Malta which have never been investigated by paranormal teams.
Yeah.
So you would probably have the most or experience the most paranormal activity you ever have in a long time over here in Malta. The people are lovely. They all speak English, and the weather is just amazing. 25 degrees today, so it's pretty cold for Malta, but 25 degrees compared to the UK is amazing. And the summer lasts for 6 months. So come along. There's lots of empty hotels at the moment. The flights are very cheap. We'll become a green island very shortly, so you won't have to quarantine. And it's well worth a visit. You'd be most welcome.
Yeah, definitely. And hey, don't forget, if you come to Malta, there'll be me. And how can you not say no to this place?
I expect some good food when I get there.
Definitely.
So,
we've got amazing food.
can you read this out, please, Coyote?
Sure. Hold on. Let me get my cheaters on. It says, I'm a medium tarot reader. Also have a sun or UV allergy, PLE. Roman, my kids call me the vampire.
Well, that's fantastic news. You need to come out to Malta so we can meet together and go out hunting people at night.
Mama Thomas. Is it Thomason? Mama Thomason?
It's
Mia
I
Thomason?
think it says Mim Thompson.
Yeah.
Mim-
I won't
Mimi.
tell you what my kids call me.
Coyote.
So Donna and
wish.
everyone is asking for a reading. So how to find Michael is in the screen box right by you, or Roman's name. Please look out for their pages as well. It'll be linked everywhere by today. And make sure you're watching. As we come to time, we can't give any readings on this live because we're on an hour live. But next time, maybe we'll have him back on the show to give some readings if you want, boys.
And let's throw them a little cash too when you're doing a reading. So
Yeah. I want to come to Malta, Linda. So people want to come to Malta, please. If you want to go to Malta, have a look at the tickets. You can't get them cheap for flight overs.
They can contact me on Facebook, Drew.
Yeah.
Ramon Myers on Facebook or Malta Paranormal Investigations, and I can organise ghost hunts for them when they come over.
Yeah.
Hey, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you get out of them. Is
And
how
one
you
more
say it.
thing, Ramon, and everybody. This is the trans flag, and that's the LGBT community flag. So everybody is equal and needs to be accepted. Hey guys, girls, dolls, and kittens, we're all the same and we're one family. So peace and love to everybody, please.
God bless you, Michael.
Definite. Well done, Michael. You say it out there nice and loud for us, buddy, okay? Make sure you
Yeah.
say it out there. We'll stand by you. Hold away. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the end of the show. Roman and Michael, thank you very much for coming on
You're
DNTV.
welcome.
I have absolutely salute my hands out to you guys and accept the amazing show you've done. Thank you guys for doing that. Well
Thank you
done.
for having us on.
Pleasure. Thank you very much indeed. Nice seeing you guys again. And
Nice
thanks
to
for
meet
you.
taking part.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know why you said accept. That's me being weird. But hey, this is Drew Nicholas and this Coyote. We have a main night. Coyotes yowling. So guys, this is the ending of it. It could get weird. It could get freaky. It could be anything about anything. Maybe a bit of ghost. Maybe a bit of spirit attack. Who knows? Maybe the devil might rise again. Who knows? Maybe not. But we don't fault with him. We come to DNTV for an entertainment. It could be interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Till the next episode of DNTV. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night.
Ciao.
Now.